ready, go.
Dennis Eichler runs a tight ship during rehearsals for the Baytown Symphony Orchestra. This selection is particularly challenging, a symphony which has never been heard before, and that the BSO intends to debut at its spring concert on March 12th.
It's always a challenge to play a piece that no one knows, because you really don't, you have no idea what it's going to sound like. And after our first reading, everybody went, wow, this is going to be an interesting piece. Actually, it's called the Second Symphony.
Despite its simple title, the Second Symphony is incredibly complex. It's a 21-minute single movement that combines complicated rhythms with pensive moments into a piece that can be described as absolute music, or music for music's sake. Second Symphony was written specifically for the Baytown Symphony Orchestra. Despite the challenges, these musicians were instantly drawn to the piece.
The orchestra has been working on it for the past 4 to 6 weeks, and they're very excited about the work. They think it's a great piece of music. It's high energy. It challenges all the different sections of the orchestra. So everybody has some serious, meaty parts to play.
The challenges and craftsmanship of Second Symphony don't originate in its performance, but in the piece's conception and composition.
A big orchestra piece would be is like writing a novel. I mean, seriously, it really is. It's the processes are every bit as involved.
This is the composer, Dr. Kenneth Booker. Dr. Booker is a teacher at Lee College as well as a conductor in his own right. Although this is his second symphony, this is his first in 20 years, a fact which is echoed in the themes of the piece.
It really is a piece about renewal, because I had a struggle for a while where I just didn't want to write for a very long time. I had to figure out how to kind of bounce back from that, because you start to realize, okay, I don't want to do this, but hey, actually I do.
The first inklings for Booker's Second Symphony began around 8 years ago when Eichler encouraged Booker to write a longer piece for the Baytown Symphony Orchestra. However, it wasn't until 2015 that Dr. Booker began to intensify the composition process. The final result is considered quite an achievement.
It is a very big deal. It's a big deal that, one, he spent practically a year of his life off and on composing the piece, and it ended up being a magnificent work. He's just a very refreshing composer.
Although Dr. Booker brings his unique voice to the symphony, he feels that his music is only partially realized until it is heard and performed. These are duties that he's more than willing to hand over to the Baytown Symphony Orchestra and audiences.
To me, that's the beauty of when somebody takes something that I've done and they interpret it. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what he's going to do with it.
One, I'm flattered that he wrote the piece for the orchestra, and two, I guess I'm honored that he had enough faith in the orchestra and me to actually pull it off. I think it's going to be a great performance.